I thought I was bulking right for the longest time, but all I was actually doing was just gaining fat. I remember this one Pacific day where I was sitting in my kitchen and I was just eating a pizza. I was eating it because I was bulking. I needed to get the carbs, I needed to get the calories and the protein in. So I just got this massive pizza from Tesco's with garlic sauce and all I was eating. As I was eating it, I remember my brother walked into the kitchen. He opened the door. I can't remember what he said at first, but we just get on to talking about food and training. And he says to me, why do you train every single day, train so hard, but you just eat like shit? You just eat such bad junk food. And when he said that, the first thoughts I had was, no, I'm bulking. I need to eat these bad foods. I need to eat all these foods so I can bulk, so I can gain weight and I can gain muscle. As I want to get bigger. I was skinny at the time. But I also had this feeling, I had this sort of, I knew I was lying to myself. I had this feeling inside of me, like this gut feeling of, I knew I was lying to myself. I knew I didn't, and I shouldn't be eating all this bad food. I shouldn't be having all this junk every day, just in the name of bulking. And on that day, I started to realize I was bulking wrong. I was doing the wrong things. I was eating the wrong foods. And it took me the longest time to actually realize how to bulk right, how to actually eat the right stuff, do the right stuff, and gain just pure muscle. Not gain extra fat, not gain more chubbiness, more spots on your face, not gain none of that. Just gain muscle by itself. And once I realized this, it changed everything. I made so much more progress. I just did so much better in the gym. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you how I did this. I'm gonna break it down for you easily so you can do it to yourself. So first thing is eat big to get big. It's a saying they say in bodybuilding. It's a saying I heard when I first started the gym. The saying, it has truth in it, obviously. You have to eat more food than you burn. You have to eat in a calorie surplus to gain weight. But people take it too far. People take it to the extreme. And I was one of those people who take it to the extreme. I used to do this thing called a Bolton smoothie. I was in my kitchen and I remember I'd get ice cream, I'd get peanut butter, I'd get digestive biscuits, I'd get everything I could cram into this like smoothie blender. And I tried blend the smoothie up and it would hardly ever blend. I'd have to pour more milk and more milk into it to make it blend because it was so thick. It had like 1,500 calories in it. And I thought it was good drinking it every day. I thought it doesn't matter about the sugar. It doesn't matter about how much like processed foods it has in it. It's just going to help me gain weight. It's going to help me gain muscle. And I thought it was productive. I thought it was a good thing to do. But as I drank it, as I had it each day, I had this like inner gut feeling again. It's like I knew it was unhealthy. I knew it was actually making my skin worse. As I was gaining more spots the more I was bulking. As well as gaining more spots, I was gaining fat. My belly was, for the first time ever, starting to stick out. My cheeks were getting chubbier. I didn't look as lean anymore. And this was all because of these processed foods I was eating, and it was obvious, but I didn't want to admit it. So I carried on having these smoothies every day. I carried on having the pizzas, having all these foods, as you gotta eat big to get big. And this is what I believe. This is what I was doing daily. And it wasn't helping me at all. I wasn't gaining muscle. I wasn't getting bigger. I was gaining fat and only fat. So the strategy, what I want you to understand, just from this first point in this video, is it's not as much about the quantity as you think. You can eat in a calorie surplus and you can eat 200 calories more than you burn. So you eat about 3,000 calories a day. Or you can eat 4,000 calories a day. Both are going to make you gain weight and both are going to make you gain muscle. The thing about eating the 3,000 calories, it will take longer, it will take more time, but you'll gain more lean muscle. You'll gain muscle by itself. You won't gain the extra fat. You'll still be able to keep your abs, still be able to have a lean face and still feel healthy. So that's why we do have to eat big to get big. We have to eat more calories than we burn, but we don't need to eat that many more. We can just eat in a lean bulking method where we eat just a little amount more. And I have a lean bulking course in the description that talks all about this and it's for free. But essentially, what we want to do is only eat whole foods in this lean bulking manner, as this is what will gain us muscle. As when I gained true muscle and I got in the best shape I ever got in, I only ate whole foods. I only ate healthy foods. So my diet on a daily basis was 6 eggs in the morning. I'd sometimes have like salmon with this or chicken with this, but it was always at least for 6 eggs. With the eggs, I used to have this tin butter. It's like the olden day butter where it's not processed, it's real milk cow butter. I used to have this with the eggs. This got so many calories in, as the butter is high in fat and it's high in calories. But for lunch, I could have chicken and rice, chicken and sweet potato, chicken and like a vegetable, just chicken and something, a protein and something else. You should change the chicken for mince, change the chicken for fish, but you want a meat, a protein, and then rice, a carb, whatever that is. Then for dinner, I used to have mince and sweet potato. This really filled me up. It tastes nice and it was healthy for me. It was good for me. These 3 meals were the foundations, but I'd had snacks as well. I could have things like raw milk, even whole milk, like milk with full fat, yogurt, fruits, fruits, nuts, different foods like this. This all helped me bulk, and it helped me bulk in a healthy way, in a way where my muscle, I gained just muscle, I gained just lean muscle. My shoulders got bigger, my traps got bigger because I was healthy. As when you're healthy, you have higher testosterone, and essentially having higher testosterone means you build more muscle. It means you build muscle faster. So you want to eat it in a healthy way. You get less spots and everything, and you just feel so much better. My energy levels have never been better. I can do workouts twice a day. I just got so much energy and so many things that I can just do each day. So we know we want to eat whole foods. We know we want to eat healthy foods, and that's the actual way to bulk. But you can't just go from eating junk food, eating bad food every day, to eating healthy. It's just too impossible. It's too much of a leap. It's like instead of walking up the stairs, you just jump from the bottom to the top. It just doesn't, like, you just can't do that. So I'm going to show you how to fix it as well. And I just want to show you a story quickly. Is I remember when I first heard of this, I first heard of eating the whole foods, eating the healthy foods. I thought I could go from the bottom of the stairs to the top just by jumping it. So the first day I heard of this, I walked down into my kitchen and I've got these thoughts in my mind of I am eating healthy. I'm only going to eat whole foods for the rest of my life. I'm never going to touch pizza again, never going to touch sweets, never going to touch any of these bad foods. I'm only going to eat healthy whole foods. And I remember this feeling of looking in each cupboard and just anxiety hitting me. I had all these thoughts in my head of how am I going to eat healthy foods? How am I going to have good foods? How am I going to do this? I really want to eat a biscuit right now. I really want to have tomato ketchup. I really want to have all these different foods. And I started to panic, started to get real frustrated with it, as I was thinking I can only eat healthy foods, but I couldn't. Within the day, I gave up. I ate digestive biscuits again. I ate a pizza again. I just ate unhealthy foods again. And I don't want you to do the same. I don't want you to fall down the same path I did, as it left me very discouraged. It left me very sad, to be honest. It left me very feeling guilty, as I knew I wanted to eat healthy, but I couldn't. So the strategy, what I want us to do is to slowly add healthy foods into our diet. We don't have to jump from the bottom of the stairs to the top of the stairs. Instead, we take one step at a time. We slowly add foods in each week, each day, and just try to become healthier and healthier. So what this could look like for you right now, this could be, instead of having a chocolate bar as a snack, have a banana. Instead of having cereal for breakfast, I want you to have oats. I want you to have eggs. There's these little changes we can start to make. So you swap all those chocolate bars, you take them out of your diet, and you start having bananas, you start having dates, you start having papayas, all different fruits. And you do this for a week, do this for 2 weeks. You don't make any other changes, you just do this one single change. And once you become comfortable with it, once it's a habit, once you can do it every single day of the week and it doesn't feel hard at all, then we make another change. So say we've took all the chocolate bars out of our diet, we've swapped it for fruit. Now the next change we want to make, we'll take all the fizzy drinks out of our diet and we'll just drink water, and we'll have fruit juices. So we'll have fresh orange juice and we'll have milk. Those are the 3 drinks we're going to have. So we'll grab all those fizzy drinks, all the fizzy stuff that we've got, and we'll take it out of our diet and we'll start drinking healthy now. We'll start having water, fruit juices like orange juice and stuff like that, and milk, raw milk, whole milk, all these different milks. And we take the fizzy drinks, and it takes us 1 to 2 weeks to catch up for this. And then we do the next thing. We start having healthy breakfast. But you get the mojo. We start with one thing, and we just keep going and going and going. If you want to make it really easy for yourself, I'd recommend actually doing the fizzy drinks first. So trying to get rid of the fizzy drinks from your diet. Trying to start drinking water, drinking orange juice, drinking milk. After you've done the fizzy drinks, then do the snacks, then do the breakfast, then do the lunch, then do the dinner, then do every meal, then dessert, everything, and then you're eating healthy. But this will take time, this will take effort, this is a very long process, but if you commit to it, you're generally going to make pure muscle. You're going to be able to bulk with it. You just have to start eating these healthy foods. You have to start eating these real foods every day of the week. As it took me months, I honestly don't even know. It took me probably about 6 months to have about a 70% healthy diet, to be eating healthy about 70% of the time. And I made many mistakes. Did many things wrong. And in this YouTube channel, I've broken down all these things I did wrong, so you don't have to make the mistakes as well. But it still takes time. It's still, you have to slowly add the foods in. It takes a long while to do it. And once you do it though, you see so much progress. It's so worth it. I remember the one day where, like, I did it. I was eating healthy every day of the week, and it was the end of the month, and it was this one day, it was summer. I'd go outside and I was just taking progress photos of myself. I wanted to see how I looked, as I've been eating healthy for so long. I remember looking back at my photos. I was thinking, like, I am the guy, I am the man, I am him. I'm looking in such good shape right now. The feelings I had, like, I had such joy, such, like, this childlike happiness of, like, I looked in such good shape, and I was so proud of myself. I was so happy of the shape that I got into, all because I stuck with it. I kept patient. I kept trying to add healthy foods into my diet. I kept trying to eat better and better, and it all paid off. It got me in the best shape I've ever been in, and I'm only 19 years old. So imagine in 5 years, 10 years, the progress I can make if I just stick to these diets, stick to eating healthy, as it's really the one thing none of us are doing. None of us have really clocked how bad these processed foods are. And if you eat the healthy foods, you overtake the competition, you beat everyone. But that was all for this video. There's a lean bulking course in the description for free, like I said. Make sure you go grab that now. But apart from that, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bash!